Welcome to this video. Today I have my brother Ahmed who would like to learn programming. I spoke to him about the course and he seemed excited to learn Python programming. So welcome Ahmed. I hope you will enjoy this course and especially this video we're doing today. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. I like your teaching. So what we will do today, we will focus on showing you how you write code that convert an algorithm which you have been working with for some time now. You understand what is algorithm, and then you develop few algorithm using human language. For example, you looked at algorithm of a wedding ceremony, or looked at algorithm to draw a car, or draw a computer, or draw a house. Those algorithms we've been looking at, I'm sure many examples as well. We're going today to show you how to use Python programming to create those solutions. I hope you will enjoy it and you find it practical and beneficial to you. Ready, Ahmed? Yes, good. So let's recap before we get into the coding. Let's go back just to the concept. So we have looked at computational thinking, and you now understand there are four components of computational thinking. The first one is breaking down the complex problem that you're dealing with into smaller components. And then next level is looking at the data given to you, which data is really related to the solution, what others are not really in the solution, so they do not confuse you. So you focus on what's really important for your solution, and that's what they call it abstractions. Then you look at those smaller components you broke down. What are the similarities between those problems? Is there a way if you solve one of those components, you solve many others? And this is what they call patterns recognition. And you look at those patterns that keep repeating. Things keep repeated all the time. So what their characteristics, what possible algorithms to solve them. And then you write that algorithm in human language. And today we're going to take some examples of how to write code, which is similar to the algorithm, but in computer language, not in a human language. Similar to human language, but the grammar is different. And the syntax is also different. I mean, the structure of the sentence is different. What tools are we going to use? So we don't want to complicate issues for you where you need to download so many codes and do installations and configurations and all those different things. So we decided to use cloud, and cloud computing nowadays is everywhere. So we'll be using a system called readable.it. It is .it, not .com. Yeah. So you need to make sure it's .it. This solution is a system. They call it interactive development environment. There are many other similar to Rebel, but we selected Rebel for their class management and other components that they have, and also the easy to use and configuration that not very complicated. So let's start now and go to the Rebel website and start coding. So when you get into readable.it website, you will get a screen that looks like this one. Yeah. So you need, first thing you need to do, you need to sign up if you didn't sign up before. If you already signed up, you just go into login and you log in. So if you go into sign up, you will get this form. So you fill your username, email address, and password. If you are a teacher, not a student, so you wanted to create classes, you allow others to register in classes, you give them assignment and things like that, then you can click on this one. So that means you are a teacher. You can also sign up using those different social media systems. You can go through Google Plus, or you go through Google, or you go through GitHub, or you go through Facebook, and you also can log in. For me, because I am already logged in, so I already registered, so I will go into login, and it will ask me for my username and password. I'm using GitHub. You will get to know about GitHub maybe sometime later, but you don't need to know now. It's a social or a community of programmers who develop code and share it with others and to work together. So when I get into GitHub, I want to create my readable. So you see this on the top, my readable. So if you click on my readable, you will get into a window that looks like this. So you need to start creating a readable. A readable is basically a program that you're going to write. And in my case, I will be writing a program. So I will click on new readable. Here I need to say Python. The language we're using is Python. But as you can see, there are many languages supported by this system for so many different things, with development, testing, and some classic software like QS Basic, and the new software like Swift and others. Anyway, what we want to do in our case, we need a Python. So you go here and say Python. You will get 3 Python codes. This Python, Python 3, and Python with Turtle. The one we need is Python with Turtle, because Turtle is a graphical tool or library that make it very easy to draw graphics and draw objects and draw different visual components, which will make learning programming more fun. And I think you're looking for more fun of programming. So if you click on this and you get into my Turtle, now we are in the environment where we can write our code. We run the code and we get 2 windows here. One is we see the visual result, and one we see if there are any errors or output as a text. Yeah. So let's start writing some code. So in programming, programming has developed a lot, and there are so many what they call it libraries or packages, which have been ready made by other programmers. So you don't need to do the basic things again and again. These libraries can do those basic things for you. Like for example, mathematical calculations. There are so many tools around that can do mathematical calculation of solving differential equations for you, integral, all those things. There are for graphics, there are for other statistics, and there are many libraries for dealing with database and data. There are many libraries. So why you write everything from scratch? Because this takes years to write those complicated libraries, and a group of people from everywhere do that. So one library we'll use called Turtle, which draws some graphics for us. So if you say import, import is the keyword that you use to connect to any external library that's written by someone else. Okay, so import Turtle. So the library we want to import called Turtle. Okay, so when we import it, what do we want to do with that one? We need to create an object of that turtle, so a representative of that library. So if we want anything from the library, we speak to that representative or object. So we'll say import turtle as T. Now T is representing turtle. If we ask T to do anything, it will go to turtle and do the things. So it can run functions, which we will talk about it later, can do so many things for us. So T is our representative who we'll talk to, and it will talk to turtle. So if we take T now and give it an instruction, asking T to go forward by 100. So T dot forward, okay, 100. Okay, and then say run. What we will see? We will see a line came here with the length of 100 pixels. Screen divided into small square, they call it pixels. And as you know, the resolution, it depends on how many pixels that screen can support. Now this being drawn, if I wanted to go up a little bit, okay, change angle, and instead of the head facing this direction, face up, Turtle has a function called left, dot left. And there is also right. So 90. So I wanted to go up 90. So now it will move up. It will change direction up, but it's not moving up. Yeah, it's just change the direction. Now the next thing we can say T dot forward 100. So what we will get this one. Now you can imagine, you can continue and do a square. So if you make it left little bit, 90 again, and then forward 100, and left 90, and forward 100, you will get a square. Isn't it?
Excuse me, Hamid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. There are a few errors coming on. Okay, I'll check your code.
I'm hitting line.
Let's see what Ahmed has done. Sim has an issue. Just connecting to his. Okay. Oh, here is it. I can see you have a problem. So Ahmed trying to run this, and what he's getting, there is a problem in line 4. So look at line 4. I can see the problem here. Yeah. So he made a space here. See, Python is very sensitive about those spaces. If you make a space, means this line now belongs to the line up, and this way it becomes not correct. So you have to move back and make it on the same line. You will notice later with the for loop, with the if statement, with the functions, other things we'll discuss. When you move text or the indentation of text by a few tabs, the structure of that text will change and the algorithm will change. It's similar when you write a document. So if you have a heading 1, and then you have under heading 1 bullet 1, and then after that few bullets on the same line, then you have heading 3, which under heading heading 2, sorry, under heading 1, then you need to put your text right. Yeah. So if the indentation of your text is wrong, then the people will not understand, does this line belong to that heading or belong to the heading on the top? So they get confused, and the code the same thing. Other programming languages, they use curly bracket, they call it. In Python, there's no curly bracket. So the space is the way you organize your code. So if you do this, means this line is part of the upper line, and it's not really part of it. They are all the same. They are all the same, so they have to be all on the same indentation. That's one issue he has. If we look at it, there is another error in line 1. So what's the mistake in line 1? If you look at it again here, if you read this one, always the comment is very good. So no module named turtle. So this turtle is not recognized by the code because it's the wrong spelling. Turtle is with lowercase t, not uppercase t. Again, Python is a case sensitive. Something with uppercase is different from something lowercase. Understand now, Ahmed? So if you run it, you get, now it's running fine. You come here, you'll find it's drawing. Okay? Now it's working fine. So your mistake, Ahmed, first is the T is lowercase, and then those lines are all on the same level. So don't push anything left or the right that can cause you a problem. There are other mistakes some students do sometimes. They just forget those brackets. so they put like this, and if you do like this and run, you will get an error. Now always good to read the error. Bad input for line 3. Bad input means those brackets are missing, so you go back here and fix those brackets. Okay, we're done. I think Ahmed's code now is working fine.
Yeah, I can see.
Let's go back to our code. So this is our code. We said we were drawing, and if we just copy and paste this part of the code and come, this line here, 2 lines, just copy these 2 lines, they will give us another line, and then one more, and one more will do for us another square. Square is completed now, so you have a full square. Now assume we want to move from here and go to another point and draw another square. If we use forward, it will draw a line, and we don't want it to draw. We want to take the pen up, like when you draw on a paper. You draw on a paper, then you want to move to another location, you take your pen up, you go to the other location. So Python has something similar, or turtle. So we say 10 pen up. This is taking the pen up. Then we need to go to another location, go to where we want to go. These are the dimensions. So this window or screen divided into X and Y. The center is in the middle. This direction is minus, this direction is plus, as you would expect. Okay, so we wanted to move, for example, 200 this direction and 100 up. So let's see what will happen. 200 and 100 up, and then put the pen down. T pen down. So pen up, go to pen down, and you run that, you will see it will draw that square, and then it will move somewhere else without drawing anything. Assume we want to draw another square there, but before we draw the square, let us change the color of our drawing. So how we do that? Again, you would expect T color, and then between bracket and quotation, because this is a text, red. So you see how it's done? T dot color, and then there's quotation. This is name of the text, so of the color, so it is red. Okay, so that's one. And then if we just take this one, which does the square, and copy it down here. Sorry, I didn't copy that one. So let me copy this, and add it here. We will see now, it will draw the first square, then it will move somewhere else and draw the other red square. Now you understand how this is done. So you can go now and draw so many other objects you want. Now the left, there is right as well if you want, for the angle. There is forward, there is backward as well if you want. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. So you have some issues. Excuse me. Just I managed to draw the 2 squares, but they're coming one on top of the others, not similar to what you have. It looks fine. Oh, yeah, you have an error. But was okay. I can see. Okay, so it's not producing the same thing I'm looking for, yeah? So basically it's not moving to the location I wanted to do and draw here. And instead of that, it's just drawing it down. So this is a logical error. So let's look at, okay, I can see the first one, T.pin up. There's a problem with it. There is open and close bracket here, you should have. So that allows the function to work. And then the same thing for the down. This is fine. Yeah, still not doing go to, and looking at go to, yeah, I can see there's a problem here. You use dot. Yeah, you use dot. It's not dot, it's comma. It's comma. So if you put comma, it means this is X, this is Y. Okay, you run it now, it will be fine. Okay, so your mistake was, one is you didn't have the brackets here. You didn't have the right comma in between X and Y. The rest seems to be okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so now you have the idea of how to start drawing some objects. So let's use that and draw some other objects. And later we will come to how to repeat certain things. For example, here, instead of writing those code again and again, is there a way we can just repeat it? Do 2 lines and repeat these 2 lines 4 times or 10 times or 100 times. We'll come to that one later in other videos. Ahmed, you did well. I think I know you. You will start now working on more challenging exercises, and you will make good progress. Thank you.
Thank you.
joining.
Thank you everyone. I hope
See you in other
you enjoyed it, and I'm sure I will learn more, and I'll show you next time. I will sit in his place and do the video for you.